you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game.
Gets away from one, finds room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man, it's Chester. Working that left side now. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. That's caught. It's Billups. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A quick pass to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
I like the slot receiver. He gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. To throw, it's Chester. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Billups. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
And that field shrinks. You got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, he'll do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Clemens. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
On to punt it away.
Powers through. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown Sooners! A great catch and run for 6.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back on the option, the give. It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Clemens. He'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's long. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Illinois. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Chester. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Sooners are marching down the field.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go?
Snags it down the right side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Clemens. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Slithers into space. There he goes. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Clemens. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to sneak it. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Caught near the sticks. It's Billups. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. He'll pull it down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The quick out. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Complete to start this drive.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
It'll be a draw. Hard running there. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Scanning the field, it's Clemens. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle, man. They need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Clemens. Rushes on him. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Pressure coming. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Chester. Wide open downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do?
Turning it on. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out. It's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Clemens. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.